Hi guys, it's me again, Adam, alcoholic and weed addict. I'm just checking in with my daily update on my sobriety journey. So I'd like to touch on what I've experienced today. And last night I didn't get enough sleep. I went to sleep at 1 a.m. and I was back up at 6 a.m. And when I woke, I was extremely sluggish and very grumpy. I call my sponsor every day on the dot, morning and evening. And when I called him in the evening, he says, "Adam, damn, you were angry this morning." And I explained to him that I am very grumpy when I'm tired. So I managed to vent it to him, and I vented to a friend, and by noon I'd managed to simmer down. And now then, realised I found a coping strategy for when I'm angry that I didn't have before. And usually this would have been a trigger for me to go and smoke a joint. And yesterday, I'd taken it for granted that I'd fixed this dehydration issue, and I couldn't have been more wrong. I'd taken my eye off the ball. I didn't drink enough water to flush out the toxins from the weed, although the alcohol toxins are now gone. I couldn't focus, I had a fuzzy head, my insides were hurting again, so it would be tired, grumpy, dehydrated. All the motivation to go to the gym, to go to the sauna or the AA meetings was clean out the window. And this highlighted the importance to me to keep hydrated and to get a really good night's sleep. So I'd like to talk about why I chose AA, and it wasn't my first choice of help to recover. Initially, I went to my local doctor and explained my problem. He asked me to refer myself to an alcohol and drug service in the Highlands of Scotland called Osprey House, which I did. So they called me back to do an initial assessment, and I told them I was drinking on average 4 days a week for 20 years. I told them I was averaging 4 to 8 cans a night, and this is about 11 to 22 units of alcohol per sitting, and doing this 4 times a week is 44 to 88 units of alcohol per week, and the recommended intake is only 14 units. So according to Osprey House, run by the National Health Service in Scotland, I wasn't drinking enough for them to help me, and due to staff shortages, limited placements in their care programme, thanks to the UK government with cutbacks, they weren't going to help, they refused. So let's just think about that for a second. I was drinking nearly double the weekly intake on a single night for 4 times a week, and that isn't enough alcoholism to get help in the Highlands of Scotland, which I think's insane. I thought I was insane. I bolstered my argument by saying, in the past, I've taken 3 seizures trying to quit this alone, and it made no difference. The woman told me to go away and have a drink. The courage it took me to go to the doctor and then the NHS service and to get help, and they told me to go away and do the very thing I was asking for help to stop. It's absolute madness. This made me feel sick to my stomach. All that courage had been for nothing. I was shot down in flames. So unless you're drinking a bottle of vodka a day, every day of the week, don't even waste your credit calling a doctor, guys. Get to AA. They will help and they will listen, no matter who you are. AA is a non-profit organisation who only ask for a single mere £1 to help maintain the rent cost of the building to hold the meeting in. Even the meeting is chaired by a recovered addict. With the cost of living crisis that we live in today, very little can be bought for a single £1. And at the AA, you can essentially, for £1, start buying yourself a brand new life. It's an incredible organisation. Truly amazing people. We pay a hell of a lot more money towards tax, national insurance that goes to the NHS just for them to turn us away before we can get to the door. It's sickening. AA will never ever turn you away. Even if you've had a drink, you can go to the meetings. They'll just kindly ask you to keep it zipped if you've used. What an incredible organisation. Guys, please like, share and subscribe to my channel to help other sick addicts who might be suffering in silence. Maybe together we can break down the stigma that's attached to addiction, get them to reach out and get the help they need to change and potentially save their lives. Catch me tomorrow for another daily update, one day at a time.